The Preraffaellites were a group of art students who rebelled against the teaching of their school and decided that they were going to modernise British art. They were the first British modern art movement. So where they broke with the art of the past was in painting directly from nature, from real people, their friends, their family, their lovers, and also real locations that they went out, and they might spend many months sitting in a field painting the background for a picture. And the other way in which they broke with the establishment was in that they were inspired by many artists who weren't really that well regarded in those times, very inspired by early Italian artists, for example, and also literature, for example, Dante. When the Preraffaellites were art students, they were taught a kind of beauty which was based on an idealized, unrealistic convention of beauty, partly based in the classical beauty, as we might call it. Because they went out and discovered women, particularly with a very individual kind of beauty, when they included these their friends, their lovers, in their paintings, at first people found them ugly because it was an unfamiliar kind of beauty. But by the end of the period, that particular look, those very individual looks of artists, the artist Elizabeth Siddal or Jane Morris, had become the new fashion in London. These women also pioneered new ways of dressing without the corsets, much freer kind of dressing, which was associated with other freedoms for women, which also became fashionable by the end of the century. They did use alternative role models to challenge the expectations, the conventions, which they saw as stale of their day. And someone like Dante, for example, Dante Gabriel Rossetti, who was named after Dante, believed that Dante was foundational for medieval literature, but also for modern literature. I think the importance of what they did was to suggest an idea which we're very familiar with now, that artists challenge the establishment, that they offer new ways of thinking about life, and that they look at the real life around them. We have told the story from the very first experimental drawings when they were working out new ideas to their really pioneering manifesto paintings such as Ophelia, to the period when they were very influential, when they influenced many other artists and pioneered a new kind of modern kind of beauty. Each room has a different atmosphere. We have the early experiments, we have a suite of rooms which look at modern life, but we also have rooms which look at how they revolutionized religious painting. And then the rooms towards the end of the exhibition have a change in mood. We've chosen very sort of jewel-like colours to reflect the explorations of beauty, the power of beauty to enchant, which characterises the later phase of the movement.